A driver in Commerce City is tasered, beaten, and pepper sprayed by police. They thought he was drunk, but he wasn't. He was in diabetic shock. CBS 4 investigator Brian Moss reports this tragic mistake is costing that city more than $800,000.
Carl Liedholm says he can't remember these moments from 2014.
At some point along the way, things started to get black.
When a run-in with Commerce City police left him battered.
My face looked like I'd been dragged by a chain behind a vehicle on the asphalt.
The 41-year-old father, who has type 1 diabetes, left work that afternoon feeling poorly. As he drove, it got worse, and he now believes he went into insulin shock. According to Commerce City police reports, witnesses saw him weaving, driving into oncoming traffic and into a ditch.
I'm not sure the exact mileage, sir.
The lead officer, Chris Dickey, said all signs pointed to one conclusion.
And you thought this was a drunk driving incident?
Yes.
How much had you had to drink before that incident?
Nothing. I've never had a drink of alcohol in my life.
By their own account, when police finally got Liedholm's truck stopped, he was forcibly removed, thrown to the pavement where he curled up in a fetal position. Unaware of his medical condition, when Liedholm did not obey commands, officers hit him with batons, tasered him 5 times, and pepper sprayed him in the eyes.
I'm coming out of this saying that I'm diabetic, I'm sorry, I don't know what happened, and they're telling me that's a load of shit. F you, you're not diabetic. If you were diabetic, you wouldn't be fighting us.
Paramedics arrived and said his blood sugar was about 1/3 of what's normal. Officers concluded he had not been drinking. Liedholm's lawyer says what happened here clearly highlights one thing.
I don't think any of them had adequate training on how to recognize these signs of, in this specific instance, the diabetes that Carl was having.
Put your hands behind your back, you're under arrest.
In this deposition, Officer Dickey described what was done to Liedholm, including using his baton.
So how far back did you reach before you struck him in the leg with it?
Probably just above my head.
Did you swing it as hard as you could from that distance?
Yes.
The officer was asked if they had simply questioned Liedholm immediately. Could this all have been avoided?
There is a possibility that information could have been obtained at the beginning, yes.
Now, Commerce City will pay $825,000 and avoid going to trial.
For half a dozen officers to treat me that way, it's beyond my belief to understand why they would need to use such force.
I'm Brian Moss, covering Colorado First.
Commerce City tells us it decided to settle the case to avoid a trial and a potential appeal. It says it does have insurance that will cover nearly the entire settlement amount.